This is Year in Review.
Wow, what an exciting day for Heritage Middle School to get a brand new auditorium.
We are getting ready to have the official opening of our theater with our ribbon cutting ceremony. 1, 2, 3.
My first thought was, whoa, I just want to stop and stare at everything. It looked so much like other theaters I've been in, and I was just, now we have one of our own, and we've got something special too.
I was very excited. I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? And I was just very astonished on the way it looked. It looked awesome.
Today in Miss Resmond's science class, we had to identify elements, compounds, and mixtures.
In Global Adventures, we're currently researching Sierra Leone.
Today we're doing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
We are experimenting with solid gases and liquids.
Today's picture day. Cheese! We are creating electromagnets by wrapping a copper wire around a nail for a certain amount of times and then connecting it to a power source.
We are in Miss Benton's guitar class rehearsing for Monday, and we are performing Submarine and Stand By Me.
We had our first ever Night with the Arts at Heritage. We featured our orchestra. We also featured visual arts. We also featured our Vox singers, which is our advanced choir, and different ensembles with our band.
In math class, we did a project where we had to make a store with 5 items where we had to make a deal for each item.
We did a Socratic seminar, which is where we took a big circle of people and we were questioned about the story that we were reading, and we just talked and discussed about different questions that we had and why things happened in the story.
This week we had a Veterans Day assembly to honor our veterans. Our band and choir played Songs for America and the high school color guard came. We had one of our own speakers, Senior Poor.
Tonight at Heritage Middle School, we're going to have our first talent show in the brand new auditorium.
We acted out Kepler's laws, which is when we orbit around the sun, and it's a period of revolution, which we got to orbit, so we got to turn like this as we're turning around.
Well, today in health class, Officer Cook came in and we learned about drugs and alcohol and how they badly affect our bodies.
In social studies class, we made a mummy box of the Egyptian time period, because we were learning about the Egyptian style.
Our 8th graders are going to Independence High today for the CTE fair. We are really excited. We've been talking all things CTE all week last week, so they're excited today to go learn about all the programs.
Today in PE, we played pickleball. Pickleball is a sport that's like ping pong, but it's played in a gym and it has a bigger court.
Today in Spanish class, we were practicing for our performance-based assessment. We're playing a little game where we ask each other questions. First, we roll a 20-sided dice, and that will give us one of the questions, and then we go back and forth in Spanish and ask each other the questions.
This past Monday, we had American Ninja Warrior host Matt Osmond come host our game against Freedom Middle. Our students were able to compete in halftime contests in order to win free Andy's ice cream.
This week here at Heritage Middle School, we had a Black History assembly, and the choir sang Sisi Namoja and How It Feels to Be Free.
Hi, my name is Savannah and this is Ava, and today in language arts we got an opportunity to play the violin because we are reading a text about the creation of the violin.
The other day we performed Singing in the Rain for the faculty and staff meeting, and Singing in the Rain is next weekend, March 7th through 10th. So y'all should come on down and see us.
Today in art, we are carving in a piece of lino cut, and then we paint over it, sticks the block on a piece of paper, and then there is an image on the piece of paper.
Today in Ms. Shrum's 8th grade science class, we did a project based on cladograms and how different animals are more closely related to an extinct animal from prehistoric times called the Samoria.
Yesterday afternoon, we got to take on the 8th grade students in our annual Hoop and Holler game. And here at HMS, the teachers are still undefeated. Way to go, HMS.
Today in choir, we're doing our backsplash for a big theater show.
Today we are practicing for a spring concert.
Today in Spanish, we are having a Socratic seminar, which is, it practices our proficiency in the language.
Tonight we are at Heritage Second Fine Arts Night, where literally all of the artistic groups are represented. We have Vox, we have theater, we have orchestra, we have band, and so many more. And it's just a fun night.
For Year in Review, thank you, Amanda Eubanks and Dominique Rager, for capturing these great memories.